Hello and welcome to lesson number 2 of learning Spring Boots by coding. In this lesson, we will learn handling forms, values by hard and easy way, creating JavaBeans, and form validation. Let's get started. We are creating a new project. I give the name Spring Boot 200. DevTools, Web, Time Leaf, and validation. And next, Spring Boot, $200. Create a home controller. In Java folder. And make two methods. Load form page. And here, request mapping, we will give the URL. Load form, and here process form. So in the load form, it will load the form. Form template, and the process form, we will use two variables. First we use string, and another we use model variable. In this one, use request parameter, login, and we use model, which is a container, and we're going to add a object, login val, login. So string is also an object, so we are adding this object in the container, and this object will go on the form. Okay, So the controller, we made two methods, and one will pop up the template, and once we click the submit on the form, it will go to the process form and return the confirm page. So now you need to make two pages. So first page will be form template, and the second one would be confirm, as we mentioned in our home controller. Here we need to mention namespace. HTTP www.timeleaf.org, and in the body we will write a form tag. The form, two are very important: action and method. We will use timeleaf action as well, and we will send this form to process form URL. So inside we have a text box, and in text box name is login, and we have a input button which the type is submit. Once we click this one, it will submit. Value equals to submit. This is our form template. The next one is the confirm. It goes to here, and then it will send the login variable to confirm. For the confirm, we need to do the same. We need to mention timeleaf.org, and then we'll mention inline. What it will do, it will embed the text in between this paragraph. Login was used. Login used was login well. Okay, so the object will come over here, login well to confirm, and it will display the value. So you can see that uh, the time leaf. This is a time leaf expression, and it will evaluate the value in between double square parentheses and append it with the rest of the text. So Control Shift E and compiler. I would say build projects automatically because I already have selected the DevTools. Now, what I will do, I'll start the application. It will build and we will see our result. Like I put John and submit. Login use was John. So you can see that the before one was load form. When we click submit, it will go to the URL process form and send the value, the object value to the next form and display here. So our application is working fine. Next one is file, new project. I will create another project and I say Spring Boot 201. Next, I select DevTools, Web, Time Leaf, and Validation. And Spring Boot 201. And then click Finish. New window. Runs. This project, we will create a JavaBean. And JavaBean is a class. It has members, constructor, and methods. Set and get methods. Let's see how we do. I say private long ID, private string name, song has ID, song has name, private string artist, private string album, private int rating, and private int year. So whenever we make the JavaBean, first we declare all our member variables, then right click, generate constructor. So this is called as no parameter constructor, and then we generate getter and setter methods. I select all of them and it has generated all getters and setter methods. So this is our JavaBean. Now we will make a home controller. Same like as before. And here we will make two methods. Public string load form page. And we use a class container model. It will pass anything that we add here in the attribute to the form. So let's say we say song, name of the object, and here we pass the new object and return to HTML page. We say song form. So song form. Hit save. So we need a HTML file name song form. Now, next, what we will do, this one, we will send to the song form. The song form we will send to another URL. So this one, let's say get mapping song form, and this one I am sending back to this one at post mapping song form. As you have seen earlier, we use the request mapping. So request mapping is pretty much same like as a post mapping. But if you mention the get mapping and post mapping, so get will display the data when it goes, and post is completely a hidden way of sending your data to another form. Whenever we send the data, we normally send through the post, and loading is okay. We can load it through the get mapping. So here I use model attribute song model dot add attribute. This song will come from the previous uh, form, and then we put here and send it to the another page confirm song. Now you can see that how we have done this one on the same URL. If first of all it comes on a song form with a new object and load all the values and go to the another web page. the confirm song. We can make a new HTML file, confirm song. Okay, so let's work on the song form first. In the song form body, it should have a form. Form has two attributes, action and method. So we need to mention namespace here, ns timeleaf http www.timeleaf.org, and here song form, we will send back to the song form, and here one more timeleaf attribute is object. So it's a song. Okay, next in object we have name, we have artist, we have album, we have rating, we have year, and okay. So we also have ID. So we do it here, input, type equals to text, and then th field equals to, okay. So th field, it has a three purpose. It covers three attributes: ID, name, and value, and plus it also does uh, conversion. So it's a very handy attribute. And I am going to copy all of them over here. So ID, control space, ID. Do we have ID in this form? Yes, we do have ID. And then name, yes, we have name. And then space artist, we have artist. Album, album, rating, rating, and year is year. All right. So these are all the variables inside uh, our bean. So ID is the number. So instead of the text, I will put here number. And we also know ratings are in number. I put in number. And there are different types of input, not only text. And here in the album, I use text area. Okay, this is also good practice to close the tag, single tags. And the next one is input type submit, and the value equals to I put submit, the text of the. Alright, so this is a form, and after that confirm. For the confirming, the body I put TS, same like as before, inline equals to text. So let's copy timeleaf namespace, and then we say the song name was, as we have seen earlier, song.name, and then the artist name is song.artist, and the album name is song.album, and the rating was song.rating, and the year was song.year. Okay, so song ID was is song.id. Alright, so let's save this one and compile and run. Compiled, and song form. So this is our song form. I put 1, name is 1999, artist is Prince, album is 1999, rating I would give him 10, year 1999, and submit. So we have seen that with the first one we have sent only one value to another form, and here we have to send complete uh, set of values to the next one. Let's go back, refresh this one. Uh, Next, I would like to show a form validation. So how do we do a form validation? For the form validation, we apply uh, validation on the members of JavaBean. So let's start here. So not null. The ID cannot be null. And minimum value of ID is 1. Next, name cannot be null. And size, I would say its size minimum is 3 and maximum is 20. Next, the artist, I would apply the same. And for album, I would say I go for 30. Rating, I would say not null, and year not null. Here I could say that minimum 1900. Okay, and rating must be more than 0, which means 1. Okay. Uh, Beside not null, there is also one annotation called as not blank. And in the not blank, you can also enter a message that artist is mandatory, right? Rest everything will be the same. This one we have done on a JavaBean, and let's work on our controller. So the controller, what we need to do, uh, the object, we put here a valid, and at the end we use binding result. What it does, if the error comes, it will return the form to song form. Otherwise, it will send to the confirm song. So when we do the validation here, um, we use the binding result. If the error comes, it will send back to the form. Now we need to see our song form. We will add span tag here, and in the span we check if this field has error. And we mention the name of the field over here. And th errors okay. And here we need to mention the field name. So this is our generic one. So that here the field is ID. I'm going to mention here ID, and this one is ID. And the next one over here, the field name is name. Name. Here is artist. Artist. And this one is album. And album. This one is rating. Rating. This one is year and year. Rest everything is the same. So text area, I would also like to mention some rows equals to 3. Okay, sounds good. We confirm solve. The rest the same. Things are same. Now we have applied the validation. If I would like to send this form empty, it is giving an error. And the error is a binding exception. Instead of coming on a form, it is coming on a web page. Whenever it happens, so we make sure that the binding result must be next to the object. So the placement of binding results really matters in Spring Boot. We save our application and see that if it runs DevTools, so we stop it and then restart the application. And refresh the page. Yes, Now the values are coming on a form. So album is 1999 and rating I say 1, year 1985. Submit the form, the values have gone through. And let's try one more time. Let's try to submit without the empty form. It will give me all these validation errors. The form cannot proceed. So all the values are mandatory before to proceed further away. So submit, yes. Okay, I hope you have learned and liked this video. I'll see you on next video. Thank you.